Today on the channel, we go into the Gamerverse with the Spider-Man 2 Marvel Legends Spider-Man.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today on the channel, from the Marvel Gamerverse, we got the Marvel Legends Spider-Man. But for all your Gamerverse Spider-Man needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up DJC Collectibles. Use discount code 8OFFDJC to save 8% off your entire order. And that's exactly what I did here. And it's interesting that DJC Collectibles and the other Canadian retailers up there, they actually got a cheaper price on this one than America did. So very interesting, because if you guys remember when this was first announced, so this was first solicited for pre-orders, this thing was extremely expensive. It was way more expensive than any of the other Marvel Legends at the time in this box style, in this action figure size, of course, not being a deluxe figure. And it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, myself included. But you got to get a deal. You got to be persistent. You got to look around. You got to get a deal out there. And I felt I did get a deal and got this for about regular retail price at this point. But very interesting that this one was a little bit more. And I don't know if that's the Spider-Man tax. I don't know if that's the video game tax or what created it. We'll never know. Hasbro's not going to tell us that. But definitely a head scratcher, and definitely one that turned off a lot of fans and a lot of people from buying this figure, in all honesty. I think a lot of people skipped and said, not going to do it, not going to do it, myself included. But once again, it is 2023. Got to get a deal. Patience is a virtue as ever, and you can find some deals on this if you are persistent. Once again, persistence the word of the day. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And there it is, old Spider-Man 2, it says down on the bottom. Definitely interesting looking Spider-Man. I think everybody knows this is Spider-Man, but if you're like me, you're not familiar with the game at all. You're like, okay, it's Spider-Man, but not one I know. If you know the game, you know all about it, I'm sure. But definitely an interesting looking one here. There's a little Spidey on the side, got the Gamerverse on the side. Gamerverse on this side here. A cool enough looking Spider-Man. It's just not an iconic Spider-Man to me in any way. No cross-sell, anything like that, with this being a fan channel exclusive. You can't get this at Targets. You can't get that at Walmart's. That could be part of the price. You know, sometimes the fan channels are maybe a dollar or two higher in cost. I don't know. I might be just trying to justify. Another thing you could try to justify, well, it's got a lot of different accessories with it, but not really any new accessories. It's all reused stuff we've seen in the past. So I don't know. I don't know how you break down. My best guess is this costs more because there's some kind of video game tax. There's a tie-in there somewhere to get the rights to do it. Something like that. That's the only thing I can think of, because it's not that much better of a figure. There's no real extra accessories of any kind. Spider-Man style, bam, see you later. It's just, I don't know. It's one of those things. Not a big fan of it, of course. See you later. Goodbye. I think a lot of us voted with our wallets on this one. And like I said, be patient. Figure it out. See you later. You'll get a deal out there. But let's pull Spider-Man out of the package. Let's get these guys all out. Let's see what's going on. A lot of accessories at this one, so you got to be careful you don't lose anything. You don't throw anything away. I've been guilty of it in the past myself. Oh, this going on here. Can I get this camera? Can I get the screen? Bam! See you later. Almost got it there. Got to be careful. You don't want to knock the camera over, which we've done a few times on accident. That's always dangerous. Bam! See you later. Goodbye. And we got the old webbing here. Oh, gonna miss this parchment paper prison when the plastic packaging comes back. Nah, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. But it feels like, okay, it's all there. See you later. Goodbye. All right, we're going to take a look at all these accessories first. I guess we'll start with this webbing right here. We got all kinds of webbing going on. We got the big old strand here. We've seen this many a times. This is the translucent clear version. We've seen kind of the frosted white version, but definitely an old accessory we've seen many times over the years. Here it is again. Here it is again. Then we get this one, which they don't use this one as much as some of the others. Of course, we've seen it in the past, but it is one of the ones they don't use a lot because it probably costs more to make, in all honesty. There's kind of a netting there. He goes over their head. You got somebody all captured in like this. Very cool accessory. I do like this one here. Probably my favorite of all these Spider-Man webbing accessories is probably that one. Then we get this one. Well, we got two. We're kept together. There we go. So we get a little bit of webbing right here. You can put this on somebody's face if you wanted to. It's like, you know, they got it over their face. So we do have that. You just got a straight up spider web, and then you got straight up spider web here as well. So you can put that against the wall. He could be doing something. You could have it on his hand. He's spraying it out there. You could do something like that if you really wanted to. Now, this figure is very strange to me, as I feel like we needed more hands with this Spider-Man. Spider-Man's got a lot of different hand poses and stuff, and with the extra price point in this one, I feel like we should have got at least one more set of hands. Not in the cards there for whatever reason, but at least we got our fisted hands. You guys know me. Love me two fists of fury, and we got those with Spider-Man right here. So we got two fisted hands with him. Now we break into the old main event. We break into Spider-Man. This is the Spider-Man body we've seen in the past. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. I almost wish they could get to a uniform Spider-Man body, but I guess we do like, you know, variety is the spice of life, as they do say here. But we've had a lot of different bucks, and I always hate calling them bucks. You rarely ever hear me call them bucks on the channel because I don't like that word for whatever reason. It just feels weird to me. But on this Spider-Man buck, there it is. I said it again. Definitely an interesting one, but definitely is a nice one here. It is this the Renew Your Vows body? I always get them confused. There's so many different ones, but this is one of the better ones that feels a little bit better in hand. I guess perfect time to walk through the articulation on this bad boy right here. Arms do go all the way around. You do get that, you get the nice shoulder, butterfly shoulder on this one. Very limited, but there's a little bit there. You do get the double jointed pinless elbows. I am here for that. I love it when Spider-Man's got the old pinless joints. So we do have that. Hands back, forth, side to side. Got the I love you brother hands, the old Jimmy Snuka hands, what we call them here on the channel. This side, you got the open hand, which I do like as well for Spider-Man. So we do got that. Got the hula hoop, of course, at the top in the midsection. Head up, down, all around. Plenty of articulation on that head. We'll get back to that head. I really like what I see here. You got the ab crunch. It's a very low ab crunch, but you do have that as well. Big old splits if you need them if you're Spider-Man. A little bit of drop-down hips action as well. Not as invasive and as big as maybe the WWE Mattel Ultimate figures or the G.I. Joe Classified or Gamerverse figures. Those are pretty deep ones. This is just a little bit, but just a little bit. I like it, though. You get thigh cuts, double jointed, pinless knees once again. It's pinless. It's pinless at the end of the day. You get the boot cut there, ankles back, forth, side to side. Then you got that McFarlane style toe cut there as well. So plenty of articulation for this Spidey here, no doubt about it. Now we break into the head on this Spider-Man, and all day long you know this is Spider-Man, and it almost feels like it doesn't belong on this body for some reason. It almost feels like an iconic Spider-Man head on a non-iconic Spider-Man body. It almost feels like a mishmash somebody did themselves. It does fit on here. It does work, but it does look a little bit off. I just feel like I need maybe this blue in here into this somewhere to make it feel like it's all complete. I don't know if you're following along with that. But it is good. You got the big old Spider-Man eyes. You got the webbing pattern throughout. Goes all over. I don't see any paint imperfections on mine, and that's always a danger with the plastic-free packaging, as we do know. But all my webs connect. They all have lines in them. Sometimes you get people that, oh, it's missing the lines on the head or whatever. Quality control always going to be an issue in the best of times. It's just harder to, you know, be able to search through your figures with the no plastic-free packaging on this one. So very interesting, or I guess with the plastic-free packaging, not the no plastic-free. But definitely looks good here. I have no problems with that. Now you got the white Spider-Man logo on the chest. You got the blue on the side. You got the red web pattern throughout on top. Then it's like he's got a belt buckle of the web pattern, but not on the back. And then down low, it's all blue. You get a little bit of red highlights down here at the bottom. Feels like he's really trying in this suit, man. This seems like it was a lot more work than it needed to be, maybe. Especially putting these red in here. I'm thinking of him sitting there making his own suit. Like, oh, I'm going to put a dash of red down here above my boots. Just kind of takes me out of the game a little bit. Maybe I'm thinking through it too much here. But definitely these pinless joints really are a game changer on Spider-Man figures. And I will say, I guess I forgot. I'm sure I saw it, and that's usually what happens. They solicit these things, I see it, I digest it, and then I throw it back up, and I forget all about it until it's in hand. That's kind of where I'm at with this one here. And I guess I forgot I had the pinless joints on this, and that really does add a touch of class to this Spider-Man figure at the end of the day. So I do like what I see with this one here. Once again, it's an easy pass for a lot of people, especially if you're not a gamer, especially if you're not a completionist, especially for a lot of reasons. So this is one of those ancillary Spider-Man. I like that it's not part of a Build-A-Figure wave, because I could see people grumbling about that, making me buy this Spider-Man I don't know anything about to get a Build-A-Figure piece. It's a one-off thing as a fan channel exclusive. You vote with your wallet, you let it pass, you're not really out of anything, you pick it up, you're really not in anything. It's just kind of a middle-of-the-road Spider-Man here. But no, by no means is this an iconic Spider-Man. It's a make-or-break-it one for your collection. It's not one of those figures somebody's going to go over, wait a minute, you don't have a representation of Venom in your collection? Nobody's going to say that to you. They're going to be like, oh, you got the Gamerverse Spider-Man. Hey, good for you at the end of the day. But speaking of the Gamerverse, we unboxed this one not too long ago, and I guess I'll pair these two together on my shelf together. It is the Miles Morales, apparently from the same game. So choose your own Spider-Man adventure. You want Miles Morales, you want this Spider-Man, hey, do whatever you want to do. Of course, he came with a cat. He came with an animal. There you go. How about that? But we got the two Gamerverse Spider-Man that have been recently released here together on the channel today. So there it is, Spider-Man from the Gamerverse. What are your guys' thoughts out there? All in on the Gamerverse? Easy pass on the Gamerverse? What do you think about this Spider-Man tax? Are you here for it? Nobody's here for it. What are we saying? But let me know your thoughts on this figure, of course, down in the comments down below. And also, make sure you do like this video. It always helps the channel when you give it the old thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, hit the old notification bell. Don't forget about Patreon for early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As, you name it, all over there on the old Patreon channel. Truly your best way to support the channel and all its content. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Spider-Man, I'm Spider Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.